It's okay. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Division 2, Round 1, Australia here for ERN F1. Looking forward to it. We have a full grid today, full 20 drivers, all on the grid. I am Dame Zero, your lead commentator, alongside me, my fellow commentator, Mr. ERN Gibby. How are you today?
Yeah, good. Glad to be back in the commentary booth with you, ready to watch some mental Div 2.
Indeed, absolutely can't wait for it. So far, just off the bat, we did pre-season testing together. Now, a couple of drivers have moved from that pre-season testing, and a couple of drivers have moved up, a couple of drivers have gone down, a couple of changes have happened. So, who are you picking today in this qualifying session to put it on pole?
I'm going to go with NRC Octane. He put it on pole in pre-season testing. The guy's looking quick. I reckon he's going to do it again here, but I think the big question is, will he be able to convert it in the race? Because it was not strong from him in Spain, but we'll wait and see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting as we get our first cars onto the track. We have Matriz out, NRC Arndt has now gone out as well. They were the first two out, so it's going to be interesting to see what kind of laps they are going to be putting in today.
Yeah, and the other interesting thing to look at is it's very overcast at the moment. There's a lot of clouds, so maybe there'll be some rain towards the end of the session. So we might have a bit of a one-shot here if the rain does come down. I don't know whether it will or not, but it doesn't look completely like it's going to be completely dry out there.
Yeah, if the rain does come down, it's going to be very, very interesting to see what actually happens. At the minute, you're looking at the clouds, you're looking at the weather, and you're thinking, I need to get out as soon as possible, get a bank lap in just in case it does. And I think a lot of drivers have done that. We do have a few cars on track at the minute, but there is still a few of them still hanging about, just waiting to get some space, let the pack separate, see where they can slide in. But Arndt will be the first person to cross the line to start his flying lap in the McLaren.
Yeah, hopefully the McLarens will have a bit more luck than I had yesterday. I did not have a very good race myself, so hopefully they'll bring in some good points for the joint constructors.
You had a good battle. You had a good battle in there, but
I had a good battle. I had fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got
Who's that? I think I just saw Williams.
Yeah,
I saw Williams around as Arndt starts his first flying lap. I've got the gear glitch on him, so I'm going to stay out of the cockpit. But going down now, where do you think he's going to try and put a lap time? What kind of time are you looking for out of Arndt today? What do you reckon? What do you reckon the time's going to be in Division 2?
I'd probably say as a banker lap, you're going to be looking at around, I'd probably say a low 21 maybe. I know I did like a 26, but my lap was abysmal. But I know some of the guys here will probably be dipping into the 19s at the top end space. So I think you're going to see mostly 20s in this lobby at best. But we'll wait and see.
See if anybody can break into that rare 19s for this division. Highly likely. No. Yeah, rare 19s. Let's see if anybody can put it into the 19s. I think some people will, and it's going to be interesting to see how they do it. Got the rev glitch on Arndt. Arndt is going down now at the end of the DRS straight. Finally get out of that camera angle. That was horrible. But he's flying now. He has got Williams in front of him. That Williams is going to need to get out of the way as soon as possible, and does. That was very close. And Fragstar has crashed out of qualifying. On the fast right-hander, he's come off there. You can see in the yellow flag of Sector 2, he retired from the session. Fragstar, unfortunately, retiring and crashing out as Arndt sets a 127.1, the first man across. Matriz with a 127.17. He's another one across. Darko Wade, 21.4. He takes provisional pole at this current moment in time. NRC Ireland goes top with a 120.8. He takes provisional pole at this current moment in time. Octane goes second with a 21 dead. He goes second at this current moment in time. Nicki Minaj goes top on provisional pole, a 120.7. Anthem breaks that and does a 19.9. Mirrors goes second with a 20.4. And I think the next person across the line was Eke Baloba. He goes with a 20.7. I think Williams is coming across the line now. Let's see what he's going to set. Samuel does a 21.6. And then we have a Renault, and I think that was
validated. LH44.
That's heavy. LH44 unfortunately invalidating his lap, but I think he's going to go around and have another attempt at that. We have Ramos, who's starting a flyer now. I think everybody at this current moment in time is mainly on their in-laps.
Yeah. So surprised to see that. 19 straight off the bat from Anthem there.
Straight off.
Very impressive.
Maybe Anthem thinks the rain's coming and he really needs to get the hammer down.
Yeah, good lap from him there though.
I think LH44 might... Oh, he's lost the wing. He has. He's crashed. He's lost his wing. He's lost half of his wing on his right-hand side. That's unfortunate for him. He must have lost that in Sector 2, coming out with a fast right-hander. And has broken his wing. That's very unfortunate there for LH.
Yeah, shame for him, but I mean, at least he's still got time in the session to get back. It's not all over yet for another run. But maybe that might have knocked his confidence a bit.
He didn't crash and break his wheels. He's still in it. He still can go for another run. It's unfortunate for Fragstar. He crashed exactly where Valex is going now. That's where he crashed. It was unfortunate for him. But we do have a couple of people on out laps. Valex is on the medium compound tyres at the current moment in time. The only person to go out on the mediums, actually. D6W is on an out lap. Skeefy's binned it. Skeefy on board with Skeefy. We just went onto him. He's binned it in the fast right-hander. Exactly where Fragstar binned it.
Yeah, it's a horrible corner, that.
It is really a horrible, horrible corner, and it's really not a nice corner at all. And Skeefy's been another victim of that. He's lost some of his wing, and he'll be back to the pits for a new wing, son, and get those tyres back on. Valex on the medium compound tyre, the only person so far to go on the medium compound tyre, and it's going to be interesting to see where he's going to put himself with the pack, especially on these tyres.
Yeah, I think
Kenneth. Sorry to interrupt you there, Gibby. I'm just speaking to Kenneth in the chat. Kenneth Fragstar retired. He crashed exactly where Skeefy's just crashed. He came off that corner and went straight into the wall and broke his car. Sorry about that, Gibby.
No, I was just going to say, just from using the mediums in the race, they're a very nice race tyre, but I don't know about the softs too much. I didn't actually end up doing any running on them, so it'd be interesting to see if he can put it in the mix with the mediums here.
Oh, Valex has lost it, and there he goes! He loses it! He does exactly what Frag, Skeefy have done, and he's put it in the wall, and this time he falls victim to that wall here in Australia. And that's another man out in qualifying of maybe just pushing it a little bit too hard on that corner and making a mistake, losing the rear end, and that's it. Straight into the wall there for Valex.
Yeah, shame to see that corner is claiming many cars, and no doubt, I reckon it will claim a couple in the race as well.
It's gonna be very, very... It's going to be ruthless. Like, I wasn't expecting these kind of laps to be coming in, these really hard pushing laps, until maybe the last one. Get your bankers in and then go for it. That's as long as you've got that banker time in that you're happy with, you're fine, you can go for it. But it's very interesting to see that a lot of people are pushing, as we are on board with ERN Storm at the minute with his flying lap in the other Haas.
Yeah, I've been on board with this lap so far. It's been very clean, very smooth, hasn't made any mistakes as of yet.
Let's see if he loses it here on the fast left right there. Everybody's been making a mistake. He gets that very nicely indeed. Got enough curb, didn't touch the grass where most people are, and it's making him spin out. But it is a very tricky corner, and Division 2 have fallen to it today. Beautifully done there. Going into the second to last corner, nails that quite nicely, gets it into third, gets that short shifting going, a little bit of acceleration, takes nice curb on the left hand side, DRS open, hot lap enabled, and he crosses the line, and he goes second with a 20.3. That's a very good bank lap there from ERN Storm.
Yeah, but Anthem's still just in a league of his own at the minute with that 19.9. Came out of nowhere, that did, didn't it?
It really did. It really did.
He's just about to start another lap.
Now on laps. So a lot of people on laps at the minute. There's a few people also on out laps at this current moment in time. I think the next one to go across the line was a Racing Point of Anthem, who's setting an out lap and has just gone onto his lap at this current moment in time. We have Mirrors on an out lap. Just looking to see who... Oh, Anthem's invalidated his straightaway, actually. That's unfortunate for him.
I guess the good thing for Anthem is he put in such a strong initial lap that he can just absolutely go for it at this point and just trying to gain any time because that time is so strong. As Octane goes, I've just noticed he's done a 20.1.
Nicki Minaj. Wow, that was a big, sorry to interrupt there, Gibby. We just went on board with Nicki Minaj and he had the biggest slide going into turn 1 and managed to rip it straight to the left and just save it to keep him on his lap. That's going to cost him a bit of time there.
Yep, sketchy stuff, sketchy stuff.
So, Anthem's invalidated his. I think Octane's on his in lap. David Storm is going out on his out lap. Mirrors is on a lap at this current moment in time in the Mercedes. Let's see what he's going to do. He hasn't put a purple sector 1 in, but he is a 10th of a second quicker at this current moment in time through the first sector. So it's going to be interesting to see what he can set ahead. Takes that very nicely in fact. Gets a bit jiggly on the exit there. LH44 I think had a bit of a moment there. I think he was on his push lap and he's had a moment going where Mirrors went through. Mirrors now into the fast left right. Gets that done very nicely. No mistakes there. Absolutely perfect. Going down to the end of the DRS straight. Let's see how tidy can he keep this slow part. Oh, beautiful fuel there. You can take a lot of speed through that corner into the second to last, down to second. Most drivers will pick that short shift all the way up. See what he's able to set round the final corner. DRS enabled. Straight down to the line, and he is going to set a 120.1, and he's in third at this current moment in time.
Yeah, good lap from him there. I went on board with LH there and he got wing damage again, so I think he just lost the car a bit coming out of that corner and took an end plate off. So he seems to be struggling at the moment for stability.
That's unfortunate for him. Hopefully he'll be able to get that sorted and try and see what he can do. He may have just gone for an actual race setup instead of a quali sim setup, so his race setup might not be as quick and it's putting him off a bit. But we never know as we are on board at this current moment. And with ERN Samuel going through the fast left right. Let's see if he can get it nailed. And he does. He's got it really nicely done there. Going through into the DRS straight. Ooh, bit of a lock up there. Going into the final couple of corners. Takes this a lot of speed. Can be taken through here. He goes down to fourth. I think he missed shift there. Takes it all the way down into second. Gets it through. Final corner. Can he get a nice line and take some curve on the outside? Yes, he does. DRS enabled. Let's see what he's going to set. Doesn't stay a straight line. He's going to set a 121.2, which puts him into P13.
Yeah, some quicker times starting to come in here, but it's so... There seems to be these sort of different groups that you're getting. You have like the low 20s, then it sort of jumps up to almost high 20s instantly, which is good to see because it seems like there's sort of some rival packs going on in Div 2.
Skeefy's just putting the time in the hash of a 120.2. He puts himself P4 at this current moment in time, so that's a good lap from him. Ramos has just gone 2 attempts quicker, but it wasn't enough to move him up the leaderboard. Okay, Baloba, he's on a lap at this current moment in time. He's currently in Sector 3. He's about to come through the final last quarters. Now I think a D6W is just about to start his lap. Baloba is going through now into the second to last corner. Gets it slowed down quite nicely there and keeps it tidy. There's a bit of a moment as he tries to accelerate there. Cuts the grass. DRS enabled. I think that may have hampered his time slightly, but not by much. Let's see what he does. He does go quicker. He goes a 10th quicker, and he does a 20.6.
Yep, moves him up one place there. Always useful.
Everybody now is either on their in laps or starting their final out laps. We can see Anthem and ERN Storm are on their out laps at this current moment in time for the final runs of qualifying. And I think it will be ERN Storm who crosses the line first out of everybody.
Yep, I think you're right on that one.
I think Mirrors actually has just gone in. Is it Mirrors? Was it Mirrors? A 120.1? It's saying he's in the pits for me, but I'm sure he's just shot up there. I'm not 100%. Oh, was it Ireland? I think it was Ireland in P4.
I think it was Ireland. Yeah.
Yeah, Ireland in P4. I made that mistake. Sorry about that. D6W's just come in, so yeah, it will be Mr. ERN Storm who's going to be the first person to set us up, as I've got the rev glitch on him. That's always fantastic. You've got to love Cold Masters, haven't you? You're getting ready for
I was going to say, how many
from Storm.
how many games has that been in for now?
Oh, it's been a lot. I think it was what 2014, was it?
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, now it fixed itself. Now that's a new thing. It actually fixed itself now. That's fantastic. They've made some improvements.
Codemasters are watching.
They've made some improvements. David going through Sector 1 now. He's going to need a big time here to try and beat Anthem. Do you think anybody's going to beat Anthem? He's just less than a tenth of a second slower than his original time. It's going to be interesting to see what he's going to put in. Oh, he's took that very risky and very nicely, in fact. Taking it as much as he could on the curb. He's really attacking the curbs at this current moment in time. About to go through the fast left-right. Could we see any more incidents here in qualifying from any of the drivers? David really pushing it there, trying to get it through as fast as he possibly can. Let's see how he's going to cope with the final sector, down as much as he can, nicely through there. Kept it steady, kept it firm. Down into fifth, take a lot of speed as you can through there. And down into seconds for the slow second to last corner. Accelerate slowly up here, otherwise you'll spin out straight down the final corner. DRS enabled. Let's see what he's going to set. The first man to set his lap, and he sets 3 tenths quicker with a 19.9, but it isn't enough to beat Anthem at this moment in time in provisional pole.
God, 2,000's off. So close.
That is so close as Anthem goes quicker with a 19.6. Even if Storm could beat it, it still wasn't enough for that.
Yeah. I was going to say Storm would be kicking himself if he missed out on pole by 2,000, but I think that's a right kick in the teeth there from Anthem. Just really properly laying down. Oh, Samuel's
binned it. Yeah, Samuel's binned it. He's binned it in Sector 1. That's unfortunate for him. That's very unfortunate for him. Recoil starting his final lap, so we still got a couple of drivers just starting theirs. But there seems to be a few people all together. I'm just trying to see who's on their laps at this current moment in time. Mirrors is invalidated. I can see D6W who's on his out lap, so that's unfortunate. He won't be able to set a time. Nicki Minaj, who is still in the car, so he's able to set a time. Nicki Minaj is currently on his flying lap. Ramos is in that sector. LH44 has just started his. Yeah, he's still able to start. They're still able to start the laps.
I think it's just letting everyone who's on an out lap starting theirs, which is a bit cheeky, but
yeah, it's really pushing the limits, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's much you can do about that until Codemasters fixes their game.
Was the first person to come over the line and finish with the checkered flag next to his name. He wasn't able to go quicker. He stays in P4.
Octane's coming up to the line now, but unfortunately he's invalidated this lap.
That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate for him. Skeefy's on his lap at this current moment in time. I think that's Ramos who's about to come through. There's a Williams coming through as well. That will be the one in the pits.
Just noticed Total Recall just trying to go in the pits there and just miss the pit lane.
Ramos goes third for 120 dead. He goes third. There's a Red Bull about to cross the line. That will probably be Nicki Minaj. He stays 11th. D6W beats him. He goes 11th now. Nicki Minaj in 12th. No, sorry, D6W is now P8. He didn't even finish his lap and it put him in 11th. I love this game. Gives us so much live information. It's fantastic.
Yep.
Well, over there giving us a wave. Backed out of his lap and gave us a wave there down the straight. Who else have we got? Have we got anybody else on a flyer?
I think this is quali done. Everyone's in the pits or it's finished them.
Yeah. That's it now, ladies and gentlemen. So, Anthem has put it on pole with an absolutely banging lap today. ERN Storm second, Ramos is third, Octane fourth, fifth is Mirrors, sixth is Ireland, Skeefy is in seventh, D6W is in 8th, Avoki is in 9th, and Eke Baloba is in 10th. So that rounds off your top 10 here in qualifying for Division 2 Australia. That's a very, very good qualifying from Anthem. It really was. 3/10 quicker than Storm. Wow. That was really, really, really quick.
He just seems in his own sort of... he's got his own sort of race going on at the moment, but we'll wait and see. Maybe he doesn't have the race pace, but judging by that whole, 3/10 quicker to take pole, that is some lap he put in there.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how this grid is going to form up, because we remember in Spain, Gibby, that Div 2 was very, very close in qualifying, and this is still very close, but not as close as it was in Spain, which is quite insane a little bit from what we saw in the 3 weeks ago, was it?
Yeah, it's about that, but I mean, even then, it's still about a second all the way down to like 14th that's separating the drivers, which is it's not a huge amount. It's really give and take, especially over one lap. So I think in the race, it could be anyone's game, really.
Yeah, it really can. Right, give me 2 seconds. I'll be back before the race start. Give me 2 seconds, matey.
No problem.
Looks like I'm back just in time. It's going to start any minute now. So that's good to see. Gibby, are you there or are you gone? No, he's gone. He's gone. Oh dear. Right, ladies and gentlemen, so it's going to be a very interesting race. If I'm going to go for predictions, I think I would go for with Anthem's time. I think Anthem P1, I think Storm will have a good race and he will put himself into P2. And third, I think will be Mirrors. I think Mirrors will get P3. I think that will be a very good, strong podium finish there for all three of them. What are your guys' predictions there in the Twitch chat at this current moment in time? Let's see what you guys are thinking for this race. Who is your top three at this current moment in time?
Oh, I'm back.
Speaking of Gibby, hello Gibby. What is your top three predictions for this race? I've just said mine. I said Anthem, Storm, and Mirrors. That is going to be my top three.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Storm, Anthem. Who's gonna get third? I'm gonna go Skeefy. I'm gonna throw that out there.
Skeefy. Two Hasses on the podium. That could not be a bad shout. It really couldn't. I think Massey in the Twitch chat is also agreeing with you. He says Storm for the win. So it's going to be interesting to see how this finishes. It's a one-stop soft to hard track, or you can do the soft, medium, or the soft, medium. So there's three different strategies that people can do here. I think most people are definitely going to go just for the one stop because it's easier just to stay out there and not have that pit stop drag and lose you a lot of time.
Yeah, I think even possibly if you get a lap one safety car, you could probably take those hards to the end. They do last a long time around here. And the odds on that happening are quite high, I'd say.
Well, we had one full course safety car yesterday in Division 1, but with two virtual safety cars. So it's going to be interesting to see what will happen here in Division 2. Let me get everything up. Full track map. Bang. Sound. So Anthem starts us away on pole position for the first race of the season. And he starts us away here on this formation lap from Storm, from Ramos, Octane, Mirrors, Island, Skeefy, D6W, Avoki, Balova, Arnt, Nicki Minaj, LH44, Darko Wade, Samuel, Matriz, Total Recoil, Bergwitz, Fragstar, and NRC Valex to round off the grid at the back. A couple of drivers have gone outside the top 10. Sorry to interrupt you there, Gibby, as you were about to say something. Have gone for the medium and, in fact, the hard compound tyres, like Valex and LH44 have gone for the hards. Fragstar, Total Recoil, and Darko Wade have gone for the mediums, along with Arnt has gone for the mediums as well. So a couple of alternative strategies from the outside of the top 10 at this current moment in time.
Yeah, that was exactly what I was going to say. A mix of strategies outside the top 10. Personally, having tried the hards yesterday, it was not the strategy. It was like driving on ice with those tyres at the start with a heavy car. But the mediums, I think that's a fair shout for an idea. But be interesting to see how it pans out with those different strategies. Definitely a lot more mixed than what Div 1 was.
You definitely could do a medium soft, which would be super quick. Because you'll last longer in the pit on the first stint, and then you'll be super quick in the last two stints on the soft compound. So a medium soft would be a really good shout. Or you could do the medium hard, but that would be a lot slower. It would make no sense in doing that. You might as well just do the soft hard. But a medium soft could really be the strategy there for the alternative strategy.
Yeah, I think especially with safety cars coming out at certain times, the people on the mediums could catch out the people on the softs if it's after lap 9. Having the track position there, you just don't know. And the other thing is it's so hard to overtake around this track. Getting that track position over the people on the softs, if they get caught up with some of the slower guys, then it could work out quite well for them.
Yeah, as the rest of the grid is now just forming up at the back. Lights will be on soon and we'll be underway for Division 2. Let's see if we can get a good angle. We do have a good angle. It's 4 lights, 5 lights. It's probably going to be out of sync again. Waiting. They still haven't gone yet. Matriz drive-through penalty, jump start, and it's lights out and away we go, and we are underway here. Anthem got a good start, but so did Storm. Storm is already trying to challenge into turn 1. They're side by side. Anthem is off the track. Storm goes into the lead. Anthem is being pressured now by the Haas and the Renault of Ramos and Skeefy. The Haas goes straight into the back of Ramos. Skeefy has damaged his wing in the braking zone. That's very unfortunate for him. And there's a Ferrari of Octane who was in the wall. He's lost some of his wing. D6W, I think, was a bit squirrely there as Octane come back onto the track, but he's going to challenge Octane now into turn 7, and he's got that very nicely done. There is a couple of cars at the back with a lot of wing damage, and that is LH44 off the track in turn 7 too, coming back onto the track on his hard compound tyres. A lot of action there straight at the start, but what a launch Storm got from the start there, Gibby.
Yeah, just looking at the incident there with Octane, I think he actually came to blows with his teammate there. The two Ferraris coming together a bit
Nicki
there,
Minaj is sending it on NRC Island. I do apologise for interrupting you. Nicki Minaj is sending it, and he sent it on Skeefy. He's stuck 2 cars in the same corner, but Skeefy's trying to come back at him. He's side by side, but Nicki Minaj got that job done, and he's up to P4 already from starting, I think, was it P9? Something like that.
I think he's made up 8 positions, so I think he started P12. So he's had an absolute stormer.
He's had an absolute
Skeefy's pulled into the pits.
First lap.
So
yeah,
he must
had
have got
a
wing damage.
Wing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a damaged wing straight off the start. He went back into the back of one of the Ferraris, which was unfortunate for him. But look how many people in the pits. We have Skeefy, Total Recoil, Darko, Wade, Eke Baloba, Octane, Valex, LH44, and Avoki all in the pit lane with wing damage. That's insane.
Yeah. But surprisingly, no one's out of the race yet. A lot of wing damage,
which is
but
always
no
good to see. It's always good to see. We don't like retirements. Okay, people at home get a nice big crash out of it if we're on board, as Samuel picks up a 3-second time penalty. But we don't like seeing drivers retire, as NRC Island is all over the back of Nicki Minaj here. He's less than 6 attempts, didn't get the best of straights, but he's going to be looking to try and get Nicki Minaj back. Maybe Nicki may have just had a really good first lap and now is not here, not able to maybe carry it on, but we never know. We don't know. He's already got a 2-second gap to Ramos at this current moment in time between Nicki and Ramos.
Yeah, I was going to say the other thing to notice with Nicki is already down to about 50% ERS, so really burnt it in this opening lap.
He really did. He really was going for it. Total Recoil, the only person who pitted who went for the soft compound tyres. Fresh set of softs for Total Recoil as David sets a 1:21.3 as the fastest lap here as we go on to lap 3 with DRS now being enabled. Anthem has come back at David. He's now got 5 attempts on him, used as much as he can. He's still got, they're very similar on ERS. David's got quite a bit more, to be perfectly honest. He's got about 30 more at this moment in time. But Anthem will be looking to try and get that first place back as Mirror sent it on the inside of D6W. They're fighting side by side now into turn 4. They're still having a bit of a battle. We saw an incident here yesterday in Division 1 between 2 cars smashing into each other as one got on the curb. But Mirror's held that nicely as D6W is going to try and come back. He is round the outside and that hasn't worked for him. And he's off the track. He really sent it there and it didn't pay out for him. And he's now dropped down to P8. Battling with Samuel, who's trying to get past him as well round the outside. Can he get his job done? Yes, he does, but he goes wide. D6W fights back. They're 3 abreast now, going down the straight. And there's 3 of them, D6W, Samuel and Matriz, all fighting. The Williams, the AlphaTauri, and the Racing Point all fighting as Matriz gets ahead of Samuel there in the fast left-hander.
Great job there from D6W not to lose those positions there. I mean, damage limitation there.
It really was. They were very, very close to each other. It was insane how close they were. Anthem is really close to ERN Storm. Not close enough yet, but will he be lining one up in the second DRS straight as Total Recall, I see, has just overtaken NRC Octane, as Anthem is really close now to Storm. He's going to send it down the inside. Can he get the job done? Storm hangs on the outside. They do touch. They touch on the side pod. Storm hangs it on the inside, and he manages to stay ahead. Anthem backs out of that, and he keeps to surviving for another lap.
Yeah, it seemed a little bit cheeky there from Anthem. I think he went a bit too deep into the corner there and blocked Storm a bit. But I don't think Storm got any damage from that little bit of contact. His winglet's intact, so that's good to see. But all of this is getting Ramos involved now. Oh, Storm makes a mistake and Anthem goes round the outside.
We were on board with Octane going down the DRS straight, but Storm made a massive mistake there. That's unfortunate that we missed it, and Ramos is really behind him now. LH44's left the session. Are you able to try and get him back in, please, Gibby?
Yep.
Ramos is so close now. Ramos is really going to see if he can make a move here on Storm. He doesn't. He backs out of it. He waits. Storm doesn't get a very good corner there. He goes very wide, and Ramos got such a better exit there, and he's really going to be looking feisty here down the DRS straight into turn 1 and turn 2. Oh, he's so close. He didn't get the best of exits, though. I think David definitely did get a better exit. He's 7/10 behind now. He did drop a lot of time there in that final corner. It wasn't that good for Ramos in there. But this is also bringing Nicki Minaj back into play, who is now 1.5 seconds from the lead. But there's a 1.2 second gap between David and Anthem that has been dragged out. So that's good to see there from Anthem, trying to get away with it, but it doesn't help that Storm is battling at this current moment in time. As Samuel is close to D6W, but it's not enough, I don't think. No, we won't be able to send one there. We've got quite a lot of the pack, Gibby, spread out. There's still people coming down the DRS straight.
Yeah, I think the guys that had to do initial pit stops are sort of in a little bit of a separate race at the minute. Sort of a few different trains really starting to form.
Yeah, it's really spread out across at this moment in time, as now NRC Island is close to Nicki Minaj. They're all starting to bunch up a bit within the top 5, which could have some very exciting racing for us. It really could.
Nicki Minaj picks up a penalty there.
Yeah, picks up a 3 second. That's unfortunate. Fragstar at this current moment in time, he's in P10 from technically the back of the grid, so he's doing very well for himself in his first Division 3 race. That's really good to see from him, as I think Samuel is going to make a move. He is on D6W. He's going to go down the inside. They touch D6W. Samuel spins. D6W maybe cut across a bit too much. Samuel spins. He's straight into the barrier. Doesn't lose his wheel, luckily. Only gets a little bit of wing damage, but he's going to have to pit for that. And Matrice, safety car. Matrice has lost it in the fast left right. It's a full course safety car, and that's really going to help Samuel, who can now pit and change his wing.
I mean, what's interesting here as well, the leaders have already gone. I was going to say, the leaders have already gone past. So
yeah,
whether they'll get an advantage out of this. Yeah, I wonder whether some of these guys who are further back will get a bit of...
Let's see who the guys at the back, if they're going to change their strategies now, considering the people at the top 5, or the top 7 should I say, have gone further. So Total Recall picks, Octane stays out, Darko Wade stays out, Balex stays out, Avoki stays out, LH44 and Eke Belova will probably stay out as well. It was mainly the people on the soft compound tyre were the people who went in.
Yeah, I think the strat here has to be coming in and fitting a set of those hard tyres, because they will go to the end by the end of this safety car. So
yeah, they definitely will go to the end. It depends. Let's see what Anthem, Storm and Ramos do, considering most of the pack of now behind Fragstar have now pitted for new tyres, I think. I know there's a glitch at the bottom. You still got a couple who didn't, but a few of them did, the new zero lappers. So it'll be interesting to see where they form in between the rest. I don't think they'll catch it up in time, but it'll be good to see where they're able to come and mix in, and it gives them all a chance to come back in. So Anthem comes in, Storm comes in, Ramos in, Nikki in, Island in, Mirrors in, Fragstar's probably going to come in as well. It's a no-brainer really to pit, isn't it? It really is a no-brainer under a safety car. You save so much time. Fragstar stays out. Fragstar has stayed out.
Yeah, Frag's on the mediums at the minute. So what's interesting here is he's going for track position. So he'll take the lead at this point. But yeah, an interesting choice that actually. I don't think he hasn't stopped already, has he?
No, he has not. He's on here because he started from P19 on the mediums, so he's on the same tyres as he started.
Yeah, so maybe he's just sticking to plan A. Maybe he's going to go medium, soft, soft. Who knows? But a few guys further back as well are staying on their mediums. In fact, Samuel's gone onto a set of softs at this point.
Yeah, he has after that incident, which he put him into the barrier. He has gone on a set of softs and not gone for the end of the race, so it's going to be very interesting to see with some of the decisions and the strategies some of the drivers have picked at this current moment in time, how this is actually going to pan out. But Fragstar was one I definitely thought he could come in. He's already made up the time. It was a no-brainer to me. He's made up the time because there was a gap behind him. Under safety car conditions, he perfectly could have pitted and got a new set of mediums and then go for a set of softs at the end, and that would have got him to the end of the race easily. Or even a set of hards. Even the set of hards and have track position in 7th would have been better than probably the situation he's got himself into at this moment.
Yeah, it's an interesting predicament he's put him in, because the other thing is he's got the likes of Anthem and Storm, who I think have got a bit more pace this weekend than him, so they're going to be all over him at this restart. But then again, he might have the tyre advantage to begin with, so might work out for a couple of laps for him.
Yeah, we'll have to see what he was thinking in his decision making. Does he know more than us? But yeah, as Presto has just said in the Twitch chat, he really is banking on another safety car.
Yeah, and to be fair, that's not a bad bet, considering the amount of people that were crashing and qualifying and spinning and making mistakes. I think it would be very likely to see another one at some point in this race.
But it's going to be interesting to see everybody doing a little train weave, everybody saying the conga, everyone saying higher to us. They're all warming up their tyres because the hards need so much heat to keep them at optimal performance. It's ridiculous. But Matriz was our first retirement of the race, and that's a shame for him, but it has caused this safety car, so we'll have to see how this pans out for the rest of the race. So on lap 8, highly likely the safety car is going to come in this lap. Now the pack is all formed up together.
I must say, the two guys that have really impressed me is Fragstar and Nicky coming up from Div 3. I think they've put in a solid performance so far. A bit shaky from Fragstar in qualifying with binning it, but he's definitely made up for it in the race so far.
Yeah, he definitely has. Nicky especially. Nicky was really scrapping with a couple of people, and he's got himself into P5. He's now in a hard compound tyre, and he's on level playing field with all the people around him as well, so that's perfect for him. But I think
Go ahead. No, you first.
Ooh, thank you. I think Anthem and Storm, Ramos and Nicky will be all over Frag. If Frag gets in that situation now, safety car is in this lap, that is confirmed. So if Frag now gets overswarmed by Anthem, and then has to fight Anthem, and then has to fight David, he's already going to be 2 down, yeah? And then if he has to fight him, that could really bring Ramos and Nicky to capitalise on any mistakes of him being pushed wide or anything like that. And it really could not be good. I'm looking at Nicki Minaj's car now, and I'm pretty sure he has wing damage.
To me it looks okay, actually. It looks fine.
Does it look okay?
He's got both end plates. I think he's okay.
Oh, okay. I thought it was broke from the angle I was looking at.
Yeah, with Frag here, him being at the front of the pack, he's going to get clean air, so maybe he's just trying to get out of battles in that way. Oh, as Anthem loses the rear end a bit on the restart.
Yeah. He had a very big slide there, and there's already battles further behind. Nicki Minaj is straight on the back of Ramos, and he got past Island, who must have made a mistake. Nicki Minaj is looking for it. What happened to David? David lost a lot of places. He must have just got a bit twitchy on the restart. Nicki Minaj is trying to go side by side into turn 3 as he makes the move down the inside, and he puts himself into P3, goes a bit wide, tries to come back on the inside, isn't able to. Ramos sails round the outside and gets that position back of P3. But what happened to David? That's huge.
Yeah, I did not see what happened to him there. I was too focused on Anthem losing the rear end there, but massive shame for David moving down the order, but no doubt he'll start to move up it again.
Nicki Minaj is using so much overtake, he's not even turning it off. He just isn't turning it off. It's staying on for the entire lap, and he's going for it. Nicki Minaj, I said the name wrong there. That was a weird way of saying it. Nicki Minaj is really trying to fight here and get maybe his first podium in Div 2.
Yeah, as he's run out of energy there, so he'll be derating all the way through this third sector. Add on that start-finish straight. I would not be surprised if Island gets on the back of him now.
Volky's going down the inside. Darko Wade goes very, very wide. Darko Wade loses 3 places. Volky and Samuel all battling with each other further down the pack. This has all brought them into contention. Samuel on the soft compound tyres, the softer of all tyres, and he is really trying to get past Volky as he's going down now. If overtake and slipstream enabled, is he going to try and send it around the outside of Volky? No, he doesn't. He waits for another lap. Oh, as Volky picks up 3-second time penalty and goes wide. And that puts Samuel ahead as Island is going down the inside. They're fighting with Nicki Minaj. They're side by side. Nicki Minaj gets pushed off the track in sector 1. And that's unfortunate for him. And now has ERN Mirrors right behind him.
God, it's really kicked off on this restart. With these cold, hard tyres, everyone's struggling for grip.
Who's gone there? Is it LH?
It's LH.
It is LH44
Yeah.
in the barrier with a broken wing. That's such a shame for him. And that's a virtual safety car.
Oh, and Mirrors. Mirrors has gone.
And Mirrors. Yeah, Mirrors has gone. ERN Storm. Storm, 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Mirrors. What has just happened?
I can only assume that
Davidson 16th. Davidson
Yeah.
16th.
I can only
With a
assume what
broken
happened
wing.
there. Yeah,
He's got
I'm
a
guessing that
broken wing.
Mirrors has lost it and David's collected him. I'm guessing.
That's such a shame there. That is fair, because Mirrors' wing is fine. David may have just been at the wrong place at the wrong time there. That's so unfortunate for him under virtual safety car. Everyone's predictions for David to win or get a podium have gone out the window as he's really struggling now to keep it under control. It's such a shame for him as we come off the virtual safety car now, and Valex is already so close behind Octane. He's in the slipstream, and can he get anything done as Nicki Minaj picks up another 3-second time penalty? That's not good for him, but it's going to be good to see if Valex on the medium compound tyres at this current moment in time, can he get anywhere as Total Recoil. Mirrors does pit actually. Mirrors pitted.
Yeah, so it must have been an incident between, I mean, potentially maybe an incident between Mirrors and Nicky further up, because I think Mirrors was gaining on him a bit, but just don't know, just did not catch that one, unfortunately.
No, it was very unfortunate because we were focusing on people going wide elsewhere, and then people are crashing into each other here as Valex is very, very close to Octane. He's looking really oh, as he sends it! He did send it! There was no room there. Octane had the racing line cut straight across him. He really did send it from very far back there, did Valex. And that's now going to put him under pressure from ERN Samuel. He's going to be looking on the soft compound tyres to take advantage of this. He'll have DRS and overtake wide open with the slipstream, but he comes off the overtake and waits for the main straight.
I think I'm going to see Anthem get past Fragstar here.
Samuel nearly lost it. Oh, Samuel nearly lost
Frag's
it there.
pulling
That
into
was
the
a huge
pits.
slide. Frag pulls in. I really don't know where he's gone with that. I really don't. ERN Storm picks up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings as Valex is so close again to Octane. Octane really struggling on the hard compound tyres at this current moment in time. Is he going to send it again? No, he doesn't. He stays behind and waits for the straight and see if Octane, can he make a mistake? Yes, he does. He gets such a better exit and he's a lot closer now to Octane in the slipstream with DRS. Is he going to make a move? No, he doesn't. He hangs back and waits for another lap. Ooh, very close together. Sector 1.
As I was just watching that, as Fragstar was coming out the pits, and Eke below just chopped him straight across the wing going into the corner. Massive shame there for Fragstar, because to be honest, I think the reason why he did not pit under the safety car was because he was planning to do this pit stop later on and just get some clean air. I think his plan was just to try and stay out of trouble, because he was doing that so far in the race and it was working well for him, but unfortunately I think he's run out of luck there, which is a huge shame. But I don't think he's got any damage. I think he's got away with that.
Octane just picked up a 3-second time penalty as well. Got a little group here, just all behind 7th of Bergwitz. In fact, all behind Arndt.
Oh, as Bergwitz goes
in the wall! straight out. He's crashed out. And it's a yellow flag sector 3 virtual safety car for that incident there. Bergwitz slammed it straight into the wall, coming off that corner. And that's such a shame. Smashes it. Octane. Valex picks up a 5-second time penalty for collision with Octane. And a couple of people in the pits now. Valex is in the pits. Samuel's in the pits. Avoki's in the pits. So they've all come in. Valex serving his 5-second time penalty. Avoki is back out. So he's going to jump Valex on that one. Samuel's also got a 5-second time penalty that he's currently serving. This is actually an insane race this is turning out to be.
Yeah. Oh, it's Octane. Drive-through for speeding under VSC. That is going to hurt him massively. Very
yeah, it really is. Really is going to hurt him. As we're back underway now, and D6W is so close behind NRC Arndt. He's really close here. Is he going to have a lunge? No, he's not. He's going to wait for another lap. Fragstar is right behind Valex. He's going to be looking to try and get past him. He's going to be annoyed with what's happened there. That will definitely be sent to the stewards. Highly likely, by the way you were describing it, Gibby.
Yeah. Just watching on board now with Skeefy right behind Octane. I wonder whether he'll get a move on here.
Octane is getting pressured there by Skeefy, and D6W is being pressured by Arndt. Arndt is able to defend it. Skeefy's so close now to Octane. That's unreal. Octane's on older hard compound tyres, but it shouldn't really make that much of a difference with the hards.
Yeah, and the other thing to remember is Octane's got to serve that drive-through at some point. So all the time that he's staying out
comes into the pits.
Yeah, all the time Octane's staying out now, he's just holding up Skeefy by doing this. So interesting strategy.
I think Skeefy will try. Oh, Octane in the Lunacy goes very wide, goes really wide, and that's going to put Skeefy at a very good opportunist move. He's going to send it round the outside, and he does. That's very, very nice, very close to banging wheels with each other, trying to find space in that tight area. Skeefy gets ahead, but I think Octane was trying to make a move back, but he doesn't. Hangs back, and he's probably going to go serve his drive-through penalty.
Yeah. Good racing from the two of them there. A bit nip and tuck with a bit of contact, but no damage done, so good to see.
Mirrors is very close behind Total Recoil. Oh, there was a lot of weaving there, deciding which way he wanted to go. He goes round the outside. Recoil pushes him off. There's no room there, and he has to wait for another opportunity to make that one stick. LC Island is in a second of Ramos. Octane is still within a second of Skeefy, but he's got to pit for a drive-through penalty. Eke Belova picks up a 3-second time penalty there. That's unfortunate for him. He's in the Alfa Romeo. Fragstar, he's in his own place at the minute, hopefully hoping for another safety car to see what he can do. But Mirrors is the only person who is in clean airs. Octane does come in for his drive-through penalty, which is probably going to put him way, way, way down the order, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, unlucky for him, but it looks like he's going to come out fighting for P10 here. So still an opportunity for points.
Ooh, as the McLaren comes round the outside of him, but Valex, that was brave. Really sending it round the outside as much as he could.
He's trying to go around the outside of Arndt here, and he gets it done. Good move there from him.
Very good move there. He gets ahead and he goes up into P9. The Red Bull boys not doing too bad at this current moment in time, as ERN Storm sets the fastest lap of the race of a 1:24.3 in P17 at the minute. He's had an absolute nightmare. Mirrors is very close to Total Recoil still. He's trying to get past Recoil as much as he can.
I think for Storm, he really needs a safety car within the next 5 laps or so to put him back in this race. But I guess the best he can do is put a mega stint on those mediums, as Anthem picks up a 3-second time penalty there.
He really does. That's unfortunate for him. That could play a part in the race. He really needs to get a gap now. He has got a 2.6-second gap to Ramos in the racing point. So that's going to be interesting to see if Ramos can close it. As Ramos picks up a 3-second time penalty, so that's going to cancel that out completely as D6W pits off his hard compound tyres. He's in P7 at the minute, and Skeefy now moves up to P5. Nicki Minaj in a lot of space clean air all around him, so that's good for him. With the hard compound tyres, he can make them last a little bit longer. Avoki moves up into P8 as D6W is on the edge of the pit lane. Can Avoki get? He sends it round the outside as Avoki loses it. Avoki loses it. And so does Arns. Arns is in the barrier. Arns is in the barrier. Oh, and he crashes into Octane. Octane goes straight into the side of him. And that's a virtual safety car. And there are cars everywhere.
How is that a VSC?
A virtual safety car. Yeah, how is that a VSC? That was insane. What on earth? That all started with Avoki going round the outside. I think it was of Arndt who was coming out the pit, I think. And no, was it Arndt or was it? Who else was involved in that? Was it D6W?
I'm not sure. It looked to me like Arndt's almost just lost it himself.
Drive-through penalty.
Yeah, that's a shame for him. He's having a good race running in P6 at the minute.
He's in P6. That's huge. That was a massive, massive incident there. And that was the perfect time for a safety car and bring Storm back into it. But unfortunately, as a load of people just pick up 3-second time penalties there. It was Mirrors, Samuel, and I think there was another person. I think it might have been D6W, like literally everybody in this group. But Fragstar is really behind D6W as Samuel pits. Samuel comes into the pits. Fragstar's looking to get a move on and try and get past D6W here down the straight. Darko Wade's just coming out as well from his drive-through penalty. Are we going to have another pit incident? There goes Darko Wade. He's round and he's gone as D6W clashes into him, trying to get round the outside. Darko Wade having a drive-through penalty now off the track and has ruined him even more.
Yeah, that
Storm sends it round the outside of Samuel there. Sorry, just a butt in there. I caught that at the last second. I do apologise.
Samuel's going to try and come back at him here, though. No, he doesn't quite get alongside. Yeah, I was going to say that incident with Darko Wade was almost a copy and paste of what happened to Fragstar with Eki Valoba, so maybe a bit of karma there for Alfa Romeo.
Oh, Fragstar's very, very close now. Oh, that's a Williams that's gone. And is that Samuel? Yes, Samuel's gone. Samuel has gone. He's been there. Fragstar's very close to D6W on the hard compound tyres. They're really close together. Fragstar's looking to get past so much. He's so angry with maybe what happened. Nicky does pull into the pits. That's unusual. Maybe switching out for the medium compound tyre and seeing if he can be quicker and try and close a gap. That could be a possibility.
Oh, no. In fact, he seems to have just done a drive-through. So he's picked up a drive-through at some point there because he's just gone straight through the pits.
Still brought him out in the same place though, so that's still not too bad for him. I think I think he's only lost one place.
Yeah, that's not bad at all for him. Bit of a shame though.
So
cost him a lot of time.
It is a shame. It really is a shame, but there's not much you can do. It's racing as Fragstar's so close now to D6W. He just needs to get a better exit and enough down the straight. He's got plenty of ERS. D6W has a little bit less, but it's going to be interesting to see as he holds out for another lap, being conservative and being cautious, just waiting for a mistake to see if he can capitalise on it. And Storm goes round the outside of Darko Wade. They're both off the track. Oh, dearie me, what is going on today in Division 2? It's bumper car day here in Australia, and that's what it seems to be. It's absolutely insane as Samuel retires in the pits. Not enough of that, nearly about to be lapped, because Anthem is just coming around the final corner.
Yeah, don't blame him. He's got to this stage in the race.
Gets D6W there, and he moves up into P8. I do apologise. Continue.
No. Yeah, I was going to say, he's got to this point in the race. We've had some massive accidents, and it just does not look like the game's going to give us another safety car. So I think that was his race over, to be honest. Yeah, hopefully he'll come back next week stronger.
So for some people, it's been such a shame. Some people... Oh, as Valex nearly loses it there on the exit, trying to catch Avoki. He's on the medium compound tyre as Valex, and he's trying to make up some time and maybe try and get ahead of Avoki. But I'll tell you what though, Fragstar, in his first Division 3 race, it's going to look like he's going to pick up some nice points here. He's only in 8th, but if he tries to make it last on the hard compound tyres, and if anything else happens, he could pick up a decent amount of points. But the Nicki Minaj has been the biggest shock of them all. Mirrors is close to D6W. Yep. Oh, they're close together. D6W couldn't get a very good exit, especially on the outside there, and Mirrors just sails through and gets that job done. And D6W goes very, very wide there, and he loses a lot of time. That's not going to help him at all. Mirrors has been very, very quick this race. He really has.
Yeah, definitely has the pace, just maybe hasn't had the luck go his way. Been involved in a few incidents, I think, especially when he had that one that we didn't quite see with Storm. Yeah, showing he has the pace at least.
Yeah, Valex is the only man now, I think, in DRS range, as D6W picks up a 3-second time penalty there. Mirrors is closing in on Fragstar. He's got that gap down now to a second, but Valex is the only person within DRS range, and a gap between 3rd and 4th is 10 seconds, and between 4th and 5th it's 13. So big gaps beginning to form here. Avoki and Valex are also on very similar ERS, like literally down to the same number at that time. When I looked, I don't think Valex is going to send it here.
Avoki's driving very smart here. He's breaking the toe really early on the straight as well, just making sure that Valex doesn't get
right behind Fragstar.
An easy run.
Both Mercedes are going to battle. It's going to be a Rosberg and Hamilton situation, as Darko Wade picks up a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. These two are so good. There's two Mercedes together and a Red Bull and a McLaren together, and I think Fragstar nearly made a little bit of a mistake there, which Mirrors could have capitalised on, but didn't, and held back.
Yeah, I think Mirrors will get past here. He's on the faster tyre, and he's looked a bit quicker this weekend, so maybe a bit of team orders here.
Or is he going to wait for the DRS zone? Ooh, straight in. That's nice. Fragstar gets a better corner. He does get a better left-right there. He really does. He gets a lot better chicane. But I don't think Mirrors is going to try and send it on Fragstar at this moment in time. No, very smart thinking there. No point damaging your teammates' race if you're just trying to get past.
Yeah.
But Mirrors does have a lot less ERS at this current moment in time.
Here we go with Valex.
To see as Valex is very close to Avoki. He still hasn't got the job done. Mirrors is close now to Fragstar, then to a side by side. Fragstar moved straight to the right hand side, maybe let him past. That's some team orders there, probably.
Yeah, smart move. There's no point battling your teammate at this stage in the race. Might as well just bring it home, get the good points. It's total recoil and Neki Valoba going side by side there in turn 1.
Ooh, they really were side by side. Valoba got very uncomfortable there. Is he going to send it back down the inside? No, he doesn't. Valoba's back end was very unstable, coming off the that little fight there between them two. But gaps are beginning to form, and it's looking like the only battles that we have at the minute are Valex and Avoki, and also Valoba and Total Recoil. Valoba's really close to Total Recoil. Like really, really close.
Fragstar picks up a 3-second time penalty there.
So that's unfortunate for him. He has drove a good race, but it's been very, very surprising for some of these drivers, as Valex gets a very good exit compared to Avoki, and he's in the slipstream with overtake now. He senses blood. He's going to try and send it round the outside into turn 1. Can he get the job done? Can he get it done? Yes, he does. Way before the corner, and that's Valex into P6.
Yeah, these guys just running on pretty much empty on the battery. Just giving it everything in a minute.
I think both of them are. From Avoki defending and Valex attacking, they've both drained their batteries down, which is unfortunate. But Valex is very close now to Nicki Minaj. He's catching up there. He's on the medium compound tyre compared to the hards, but he is catching up to Nicki Minaj, so that could be a threat for him very, very soon.
Yeah, those medium tyres are really coming into our own against those worn hards. Another battle to keep an eye on is Recoil and D6W here. This little train's getting closer for P10. Final point is Nicki Minaj picks up. Yeah, another 3-second.
That's unfortunate, there it really is. Valoba's really close to the back end though of Recoil. He keeps on fighting and fighting and fighting as much as he can. As Darko Wade and LH44 are side by side. They're fighting here, the leader of Anthem. They're trying to get away out of Anthem's way, but they're battling together, and Darko Wade moves ahead of LH44. Really fighting amongst the leaders there. Oh, D6W, Total Recoil, and Eke Blober are all very close to each other. D6W is really under pressure from Recoil here. Oh, nearly losing it there. Recoil's right behind him. He's really looking to get it done. Darko Wade picks up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings as well. Can he get this job done? Total Recoil, is he going to look to send it? Is he going to send it into turn 1? He is going to send it into turn 1. Can he get the move done? Side by side. D6W got a bit on the grass there, and that's unfortunate. Total Recoil is now under pressure actually from Belova. Belova is going to make a move down the inside into turn 3 on D6W. They're still side by side, trying to get a better exit Belova, and he does. He's going to try and carry this into turn 7 and maybe try and send one up the inside maybe. He's very, very close to him, but he's going to wait for another corner to go. Oh, he gets such a good exit. He gets a really good exit compared to D6W, and he's such under pressure. Look how close they are. Wing to wing. He's going to send it down the inside, and he gets the job done. But D6W tries to cut back, but Eke Blober, the way he parked his car there, he was unable to do so.
Yeah, D6W I think is on quite worn hards at this point, so it's hard to defend from anyone. But Recoil, I was going to say, in that battle, he was at about 70% ERS. He saved it up very well, and it's really helped him in these later stages of the race.
It really has, and with them two battling, he's pulled out a gap now on Eke Blover at 1.7 seconds, so he's already got himself out of that DRS range. Perfect for Total Recoil there.
Yeah, and especially with a gap of about 6 seconds ahead, can't really see him gaining another position, so just needs to bring it home at this point.
Yeah, Avoki is still hanging on to the wing of Valex since being passed, as D6W picks up a speeding in the pit lane 5-second time penalty. He's coming off them hards and he's putting the soft compounds on, which is, at this late in the stage, is he just going for fastest lap? Or I'm not too sure what he's doing.
I think that's probably the thing to do at this point. I mean, you're outside of the points, you might as well try and take that point off someone in the top 10. Never know, it could help you out later on in the season.
As far as I can remember, at this current moment in time, the person with the fastest lap is Storm. He is the one with the fastest lap as Avoki's really closing in on Valex. Is he going to try and send it? He is going to try and send it. Really has to slam on the brakes as Valex comes across. He wasn't alongside him. Valex had every right to do so as he was on the racing line. But both of them still very low on ERS. Ooh, can he get... He is getting closer. He is getting closer. He's in the slipstream. DRS is enabled. He is going to send it down the inside. Is Avoki on Valex. Oh, they do go inside. Oh, Valex goes a bit wide. Oh, Avoki. Oh, on my screen, he lagged and crashed. But now he's back, and he gets straight ahead of Valex, and he's in P6. On my screen, he didn't even come around the corner. He just went straight on.
For me, it was totally fine. But I think the struggle they're having with these two is they've got so little ERS between the two of them. It's hard to get a definitive overtake on one another. So I think these guys are just going to be scrapping to the line, which is great to see.
Yeah, but it really is good to see. As we have, we do have information that Storm may be on a charge at this current moment in time, but he is on 14-lap-old mediums against Eke Blober, who's on 9-lap-old hard. So he might be able to catch up, but I'm not 100%, but he is trying to bring that gap down as much as he can. And Blober's doing it back on Recoil, trying to bring a gap down back to him. But the only gap now, within a second, is Valex and Avoki. It's been a quiet race for Anthem since the start. It really has been.
Yeah, I mean, he's had a very, very good race. He's just kept it clean, kept his head down. I can't say he's made a single mistake other than maybe that little moment on the safety car restart. But other than that, it's been a perfect race for him pretty much.
He really has drove very, very well today, from pole all the way to the race win by the looks of it. Got 3 more laps to go, ladies and gentlemen, and he's absolutely creamed it so far. Trying to not put any commentators' curse on him, I pray it doesn't, otherwise he's going to come kill me after the race. But he really has drove such a very good race. Tell you what though, Belova's in DRS range now of Total Recoil. And Storm's only 1.5 seconds away from this, so if them two started battling, it could get a bit tasty there for Storm to maybe try and come in and snatch something away from this.
Yeah, it's interesting to see that since sort of the mediums hit, since the mediums have hit like lap 12, the hard seems to have become the better tyre. So some of the medium runners might be dropping back. The other one maybe to look at is maybe between Fragstar and Mirrors, but I think that gap's done.
Storm did pick up a 3-second time penalty there as well, so that's going to ruin any chances for him. Valex has now lost a second to Avoki. So he is now out of that second. He is still trying to, he's still in it. I think he'll get DRS because I think he was in a sector 1. Had a yellow flag then, and I'm not too sure who that was. Was that NRC Ireland? It is! He's got a broken wing! He has a broken wing!
Oh.
Skeefy, really little. Anthem picks up a 3-second time penalty. Oh, the latter stages of this race. There's 2 laps to go, and Skeefy now needs to put on a huge charge, and he could get a podium here. NRC Island will be so slow with that broken wing now that Skeefy has to put a charge on. There's no option.
Yeah, I mean, he's already gained a couple of seconds already. I think he's going to do it, but...
Oh, Belova and Total Recoil are fighting. Down the inside of turn 1, Belova gets ahead of Total Recoil. That was a good move from him there. Total Recoil going to try and fight back. Doesn't have overtaken Abel, just stays in the slipstream. And Storm is now behind this group as well. Oh, sector 3. Yellow flag. I don't know who that was.
Oh, I've seen Skeefy's picked up a 3-second time penalty there.
He's within 6 seconds now. He was at 10. And now he's under so much pressure now. NRC Island, is he going to pit or is he going to wait out? He's going to wait it out. He can still get a good decent amount of points if he manages to keep it on the track. He's really pushing, overtake, giving everything he can, but in the corners he's going to be so slow.
Yeah, I was going to say the other thing for Ireland is I don't think I've seen him get a single penalty or race. So
Storm is right behind Total Recoil as well. He's really behind. He's trying to get P11 at this current moment in time on track, but he's not able to do so. Just a bit too far back from Total Recoil there. But now 2.9 seconds it is to Skeefy.
Yeah, I believe Skeefy's only got
just making it up.
Yeah, I believe that Skeefy's only got the 1 3-second. I've only seen him get that and a 5-second that I think he's already served. So he'll also have to clear that 3-second gap. But at the pace he's going, I think he's going to do it.
Storm very close to Total Recoil, but not enough room there to make a move. We are on the second to last lap, and it's now 0.7 seconds between Skeefy as LH44's AI nearly comes straight across him. He has to dart out the way. That's insane. That was stupid as Arntz goes very wide. Skeefy just sails through, and now he is in the podium positions and can get a bit of a gap to maybe try and cover his his penalty that he has. As Avoki is also within 0.8 of a second of Nicki Minaj. That's come out of nowhere.
Yeah, that gap was always fluctuating quite a bit. It was, you know, around 1.5 to 2 seconds. So that's... I wonder whether Nicky's made a little bit of a mistake there, but Avoki's on much newer tyres. I wonder if there'll be a little bit of team orders here from Red Bull. I don't know. It's the last lap of the race. Yeah.
It's the final lap. You can go all out for it. You really can go for it. It's one of them. It's either all or nothing, and Avoki just stays behind and waits, maybe trying to wait for maybe a slip-up from Nicki Minaj if he puts the pressure on him, especially on the final lap as Total Recoil and Storm. Them two are battling. Storm's going around the outside, and he gets that job done way before the corner and gets that boxed off, and he's now into P11. Avoki's really close to Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj moving straight over, trying to get a line, defending the inside line. He goes wide. That's going to be a mistake. He was waiting for this mistake, and there it could be. If he capitalises on this, would you risk it, though? Going into the fast chicane, is he going to risk it? I don't think he is. As Anthem wins the race and takes the first win of the season behind Ramos and Skeefy by the looks of it, but we're mainly focused on Avoki. He's going to go round the outside of Nicki Minaj. The two Red Bulls fighting. Oh, pushed wide. Manages to stay on the track. They're still side by side. Doesn't manage to get it through. Nicky goes wide. Can he get any possibilities? Avoki's really looking for a way as he hits the back of Nicki Minaj. Skeefy gets... Oh, they crash! They crash! They've gone into each other! The two Red Bulls! Phalanx is going to take advantage of this! They're still side by side! Avoki gets P5! Nicki Minaj 6th! Phalanx 7th! Mirrors is going to come home to take 8, but both Red Bulls there crashing into each other on the final corner to try and get P5. And I don't think Nicki Minaj is going to be very happy with that.
No. A bit of inter-team rivalry there already. We've already seen a bit of it with the Ferrari contact as well. So I wonder whether we'll get a clip for that in the stewards. I don't know. Might just end up hurting their points overall.
Last person to come over the line is ERN D6W. But as we end it today in Australia, Anthem takes the first win of the season here in the Racing Point on the hard compound tyres. He takes P1, Ramos P2 as D6W gives us a couple of donuts to send us off into the season for ERN. Ireland gets a P3 on penalties. Skeefy gets P4. Avoki P5. Nicki Minaj P6. So, good to see there. Very good to see. It was a very good race, to be perfectly honest. A bit chaotic, Gibby, but it was a very good race as the game gives NRC Valex as driver of the day. And that moves us on to our conversation, Gibby. Who is our driver of the day?
I think I've got to agree with the game there, actually. I think Valix made up a huge amount of positions in the race. I can't quite remember where he started, but it was down the bottom somewhere. So I think he had a bit of a quiet one, some good battling throughout, and yeah, I think I'm actually going to agree with the game for once on that.
Okay, I think Anthem deserves it because he had such a good race from start to finish. He didn't make too many mistakes and won the race. However, the battles that we saw from other people like Nicki Minaj, Valex went from P20 to P7, so that's an absolutely unreal race for him as well. But Fragstar as well, he was in a very good position right at the start of the race, so I think I'm going to have to give my driver of the day to Fragstar.
Yeah, I'd be inclined to agree with you on that. I think both Frag and Valex had an amazing race there. Coming from the back row of the grid. Bit massive turnaround from qualifying.
I think if Fragstar would have pitted at the same time where he was in P7, I reckon he may have got a better result, but we can't tell you that because that's not happened. But he stayed out, he went for the ball strategy, and he still came home with some points, so that's good for him in there in P9. Oh, what a race that was. What a race. Still in disbelief, that was a really good race.
Yeah, Div 2 always delivers.
Division 3 tomorrow. Division 3 tomorrow. And I'm racing in that. And if that was Division 2, I don't know if I'm looking forward to Division 3. Especially sitting on the grid myself.
Yeah, I think anyway, I'm looking forward to it, definitely.
Oh, you will be, because you'll be commentating, you'll be laughing at me, so that's fine. That's fine for you. You and David will be laughing at me, look at him. He's crashed. It's not fair. Leave me alone.
It's alright, I'll give you my full support.
Yay. Anyway, that is it for ERN F1 Division 2. And what a race that was. It's Division 3 tomorrow, 7:30, the exact same time as Division 2, with ERN Storm and ERN Gibby, who I was joined by today on commentary. We hope you all tune in for that. And it's goodbye from me, Dame Zero, your lead commentator, alongside Mr. Gibby.
Yeah, cheers guys. See you tomorrow.
And we'll see you for Division 3 tomorrow. Bye-bye.